Hello, welcome back. I'm Millie and I have been hairfluenced. That's right, you heard it, hairfluenced. So I've been road testing some masks. These ones are ones that you guys have been obsessed with. You know, The Office has been obsessed with, and my little cheeky ears have been like, what is this? We're gonna have a little bit of a chat about Philip Kingsley, Davro, K18. In our live stream, a whole bunch of you were like, Millie, we need to talk about K18. And I'm like, I hear you. So this is for you. Hold on tight, couple more minutes and I've got you. So I'm gonna give you a couple of my first impressions about these masks, how I found them as someone with finer hair, how I found them as someone with a hairdressing background, what I think of them, and in general, you know, my final thoughts, would I use again? I was gonna have a really fun show and tell with you guys at home. I was gonna be like, whoppa, look at this. But look, I'm gonna be honest, I grabbed my coffee and not the product bag on the counter. Priorities. I'm so sorry. I had to be caffeinated today. Calm down. No booing, no hissing. The lovely Maddie will pop the products as we talk about them. First of all, we're going to dip into Philip Kingsley. Now, it is one of their hero products. It is the Elasticizer treatment. I have the Elasticizer Extreme here. I thought when I had first heard about it, I actually thought that it was just a traditional hair mask. I had a bit more of a research into it, and it's actually a pre-shampoo hair mask and a pre-shampoo hair treatment. First of all, Philip Kingsley, they do no wrong with their scents. Gorgeous. It's one of Philip Kingsley's hero products. It does actually also come with a little cap too, which is super cute, a little bonnet. If you do have the time, what you can do is just kind of dampen your hair down, pop your treatment in, pop your little bonnet on, 10 to 20 minutes, watch an episode of Friends, cook some dinner, scroll a bit on TikTok. I know that I get into a wormhole that way. Straight into the shower, rinse. I did notice, and it does even say in the directions, to always double shampoo after. I found that I did about 3 shampoos just because it did feel a little bit heavy when I only did my normal 2 after. Could have been that I might have used a smidge bit too much, so I kind of started with your 20-cent piece. Finer hair, I would go with your 10-cent piece, so you know you're around about that much. Your conditioner after, and you have gorgeous, shiny hair that is hydrated, that is strengthened. Any little hair concern that you were like, that needs a little bit of work, she's got you. If you do start to realm into that thicker, longer hair that needs that little bit extra, more hydration, that boost of strengthening, anyone with like super more tight, like ringlety kind of curls, that's where I would dip into the Extreme over your normal Elasticizer. So you are looking at about $73 for this one. It is definitely one of the more bougier masks because the formulation is a little bit more concentrated. You can get away with using less, finer hair, shorter hair, even more so you will find that it will last you a little bit longer. And because you're only doing it kind of as needed, like you're once a fortnight, I don't mind spending a little bit more, but it is a personal preference. Alrighty, so thank you for waiting patiently. Now I've got you. For my friends who are like, Millie, I want to hear about K18. What it actually is a reparative style treatment. So the aim is to reverse chemical and physical damage in the hair. My bank account was like, ma'am, what are you doing? So look, you are looking at about $94.50 for this one. Now I know, boos and hisses from all the crowd. However, it's incredible. It has years of new technology, groundbreaking technology. It's a formula unlike any other where you're actually skipping conditioner. This is giving you salon technology at home. Now, they have lots of patented bioactive peptides in there that are very special to their formula and their formula alone. So that's where they're kind of that new buzz on the market. I found it really incredible that it only works in 4 minutes, especially for those people that are a little bit time poor. I know that for myself, if I'm getting the same treatment of something that might take half an hour and I'm getting it in 4 minutes and I can do it over however many days, incredible. I first kind of started it and I really wanted that cosmetic, my hair feels super soft, and I was like, where is it? What happened? But then after actually using it as suggested, I really saw the difference. And like, I'm not bullshitting, I'm not lying. I found that my hair did have a little bit more shine. It felt better after the time. It didn't immediately feel better. I wasn't like, oh my God, my hair is so silky and so smooth. It was with work. Keeping to my routine, keeping to the directions of the product. I just kind of found that like my ends weren't as wispy. My hair felt better. My hair wasn't really snapping. So this is after shampooing, no conditioner, hopping out of the shower. I used a t-shirt to actually dry my hair to get rid of the moisture. And then I applied from mid-lengths to ends. The product was really generous. For the finer haired friends like myself, if you're a similar hair length and hair texture, I use about a half a pump, leaving for 4 minutes. And then I would apply on top of that my normal styling products. So my heat protectants, my leave-ins, the whole shebang. I think this one is really great for those who have chemical damage, who have any heat styling damage, anyone who finds that their hair is maybe a little bit more frail. Price-wise, if you're more concerned about price, you know, there are other great options. You know, you don't have to splurge for K18. You can still use Olaplex. We have done an affordable hair care video, which will pop just here. For all of those K18 curiosity cats, so sorry.
I love that.
I'm so sorry to anyone who just had to experience that. For anyone who is curious about K18, I hope that answers your questions. If you do have any more, please leave them in the comments. I'm more than happy to answer any of those. So moving on to our last little prod of the vid. Unfortunately, don't have it with me, but it's here. So it is the Davro Rebuilder. So they are a new brand, and I always love to give a new brand, especially Australian made. I think that's really important. They're also sulfate free, paraben free, and vegan, and they are another pre-shampoo treatment. Now this one actually isn't a cream, which is what I really liked about it. It was more of a gel formula, so I found it really went through the hair really nicely. It does focus more on, like, it's a rebuilding protein treatment. It smells great. It has more of that Australian native scent, which I really enjoy. It wasn't really heavy on the hair either, which for myself, again, finer hair, that is something that I look for in a rebuilding treatment. I had no complaints. I had no complaints using her. It's got like a little squeezy bottle, which I find is really, really great for the shower. And the absolute thing that I love about this prod is that it's $28.95. $28.95, and you've got a rebuilding protein treatment for your pre-shampoo. Stunning. Love that. Hair felt great. Hair felt hydrated. Didn't weigh my hair down. So I finished all of these. Which would I keep in my hair care routine? It's got to be K18. For those days where I am trying to quick speed out the door, but I still want to do a hair treatment, those 4 minutes, so speedy. If you just want more of your pre-shampoo standard mask, that's where you would go. You Philip Kingsley Elasticizer. If you're looking for something that's more of your protein pre-treatment, but a little bit more affordable, you'd go with your Davro. So if you have tried any of these, please let me know what you think in the comments. If there's a hair mask that I haven't spoken about yet, and you're like, excuse me, Millie, please try this one, again, let me know in the comments. I love to read them. I love to see them. I love to try new things. Click here for more vids from me, and we will see you guys next time.